Alright, here I have two examples of the Viper Belone. And first off, the carbon fiber version was sent to me by LTK to test. It had already been HRC tested prior to him sending it to me. The titanium version was loaned to me by Tom Hudson, and this one I cut with first and then sent it off to get a Rockwell number on. So, two examples, and it doesn't want to focus today. I guess it doesn't like having two at the same time. Two examples of the knife, both the same. After we see the cutting and talk about the cutting, we'll talk about some differences in these. Same knife that are. Let's just go ahead and watch the cutting, and then we'll talk about it. To the cutting. Alright, so now that you saw the cutting, we'll go ahead and talk about them one at a time. This is the carbon fiber version. This belongs to LTK. I did have to go back and check to see what the Rockwell came up as, and this one was 58.7. Now, what did this actually do in testing? Well, the first test, this one did 84.6 feet. Yes, 84.6 feet fine edge, and 107 feet working edge. I went ahead and sharpened it, ran it again. Keep in mind, before I did the first test, I put 3 sharpenings on this. So I put a 4th edge on it. And I ran it again. For the second test, it did 83 feet fine edge and 109 feet working edge. At that point, it validated the test, but I still wanted to make sure I wasn't doing something, that I just didn't miss something. Guys, I ran this. I didn't record the results for the test. I ran this a couple more times. It never got any better than mid 80 feet fine edge and just over 100 feet working edge. I can't even begin to speculate what they did to this for it to be 59 and the performance be so bad. So then I went ahead, I ran these days apart. I was pretty disappointed with the first one, how it performed. So let's talk about how this one did now. Same thing, I sharpened it at least 3 times before I tested it. This one did 89 feet fine edge and 112 feet working edge. I went ahead and sharpened it again, ran it again to see what would happen. The second test was the best result that I got from this, and that was 90 feet fine edge and 115 feet working edge. I did go ahead and run it a 3rd time, sharpened it again, ran it again. The best result this knife had was 90 feet fine edge and 115 feet working edge. I did send this one to be tested. This one came back at 59 HRC. So, after testing this one, I know that there wasn't anything I did with this one. Neither one of these performed. Now, looking past performance, I didn't think I was going to like this knife. I actually do kind of like it, but they definitely have some problems for what it cost. This particular example It has 0 blade play, no lock rock. It is off center. The action is, it's okay. It kind of feels a little gritty or something. It has a little bit of lock rock. You can feel it, but and it's not very audible. This one does feel like it has less resistance when you close it. Now, this example, believe it or not, I'm not big on titanium. Don't know if I've ever said it before. It's one of my least favorite handle materials is titanium. This one has a whole lot of lock stick. It's off center in the opposite direction. It does have a much better detent and a much better action. This one, however, is not quite a smooth closing. The pocket clips on these guys, I don't know what they were thinking. I stuck each one in my pocket just to see how this clip would actually work, and even on pretty thin pants, once you stick something in your pocket, this part of the clip that sticks out pretty good sticks out even further. I couldn't imagine carrying it and it not getting caught on something. On top of that, this screw that the clip lays on gets hung up, like really hung up, going in and out of your pants. Like I said, I don't know what they did to these. For them to perform the way they did, I really can't even say. Both of these are pretty bad. I mean, this is like beyond disappointing for M390. So that's all I have for this one. I really don't have anything else to say. 2 examples. They did so close together. They're equally poorly done. Viper Belone. That's all I have. As always, I appreciate your time, and thanks for watching.